Hey guys, welcome to Keeping Up with Kaylee. Today I thought it would be fun to do a little glowing just to glam it up a bit because I have been looking like a ragamuffin. I've been looking like I have been taking care of 5 kids all day long and I've gotten no sleep. And I don't have 5 kids and I get 8 hours of sleep. So not quite sure how that adds up and how I look like all this. But you know, we're gonna work with it. We are going to make it work. So I'm gonna let this hair down out of this scrunchie. And luckily I did straighten my hair earlier, so I do have a little bit of a nice tamed lion's mane to work with today. So I'm going to put my hair back in these little clippies that I got off of Amazon a while ago. I put that in my Amazon video if you haven't seen it already. And I thought we would just sit down, chit chat. Someone asked me to do like a get ready with me chit chat video. They said for Easter, but yesterday I really just wanted to relax and not really think about filming and just really be present, enjoy making food for my husband and just catching up in shows and, you know, just being in the moment. So I didn't film anything yesterday, so I thought I would still do this get ready with me video so that we can still catch up and I have something to post for everybody. Ow, I just poked myself. Ow! How do I keep poking myself?
Milk and towels.
Headpieces are in. Now let's glam it up. So really I just took a bunch of random makeup that looked glowy to me and spread it out onto my bed so that I can just pick and choose what I want to use. I don't really know what we're doing. I don't really have an idea of what kind of glowy look I want. I just want to put some makeup on, feel normal, and chit chat. I'm just gonna zoom you guys in a little bit. So the first thing that I like to use when I want to add like a glowy base is the Becca primer. This stuff is super lightweight and it's very it has this beautiful shimmer to it. It's called the First Light Priming Filter Instant Complexion Refresh, and I really believe that it does that. It just completely adds this nice glow to your skin and the base of your foundation. I'm just gonna lightly apply that. It does have a little purple hue to it. It will go away after it dries down, but I kind of like it because then it tells me like where I'm putting my primer. When I have primer that is just super clear, I'm like, where did I put that? So if you put primer on top of primer and it's just too much, it can tend to get a little bit clumpy. So I do like that this is a little bit purple, so it tells me where I need to put it. Also, super pumped for the Sephora sale. I really am going to budget this time though, because it can get really exciting, especially in your stores. So I'm kind of glad I don't have to go in stores, but just everything's on sale and I love just investing in skincare products during this time. I think that's this week. I think it's on Friday. I don't know. So for my foundation, I'm going to use my go-to IT Cosmetics CC cream in the illuminating version because we are going for that glowy look. So I'm just going to pop some on. I love this because it has SPF. I know I sound like a broken record when it comes to this stuff, but I just genuinely love this foundation. I love that it has SPF in it already. So I don't have a big mirror to look in, so I'm just going to use my Too Faced little mirror right here. I should probably get one of those handheld ones, like the Jeffree Star ones that people always use when they do their makeup. I also do all my makeup videos on my bed, so it's not like I'm doing this at my vanity and I can look into a big mirror. We're just gonna make do with what we have. That's been the theme of these past few months, hasn't it? So now I'm gonna go in with my Real Techniques. Wait, is this Real Techniques? I don't think it is. I think this is e.l.f. I don't know. Just go in with your beauty sponge. I really can't read. Just go in with your beauty sponge and start pushing in the product with your sponge. I am so excited because apparently another episode, it's like an after show of Tiger King has been released and I just have been obsessed. I can't get that freaking song out on TikTok. Carol Basket killed her husband. I just love when a TV show goes super viral and then everyone is a part of it and the whole community is talking about it. I think that's really fun and I think it's pretty rare when a show does that. I don't know if it did that because of the times that we're in right now or if it would have been just as popular if we weren't in these times. Either way, I love it. I do kind of feel bad for Carol Basket though. Is it Basket or Baskin? Either way, I just, hear me out, hear me out. I do allegedly think she killed her husband, but if she didn't kill her husband and the whole entire United States of America is saying and making fun of her and like making memes and videos about her killing her husband, if she really didn't do it, that would be traumatizing for me. Like for me who knew I did not kill my husband and no one else around me will believe me, that must be like mentally on another level. I could not imagine. So she didn't kill her husband. I'm sorry that you are the butt of a joke throughout America right now. But if you did, girl, don't be feeding your husband to tigers. Just don't be doing that. There's other ways. There's other ways to solve your problems. The other day I swore that I was going gray because my hair under here is like a dirty blonde, and I haven't had like my natural color hair in a really long time. And so when I'm redhead and the roots start popping through, it's this like almost whitish looking, even though my hair is dirty brown or dirty blonde, it shouldn't be white like that. But if I look up close, the contrast of this to this, it's just so much lighter than what my red hair is. All right, so I got all of my foundation on my face, and I found out yesterday that I have a zit, which I thought was a spider bite under my neck because it is so like, the way it feels is like gross. I don't even know why I'm talking about it, but point is that I rarely break out, and that has been a blessing for me. I never have had to deal with acne scars, acne just in general. When I do get acne, I'm just like, what is going on? And usually it has to do with my diet. Really quickly, I'm just going in with my Maybelline Instant Age Rewind. Listen to this ASMR. It just pushes the product out to the top. This is in the shade Ivory because I am ghostly white right now, so we're just trying to glow it up as much as possible with the current skin color I have right now. Anyway, so I think I'm breaking out because Stormy has been rolling her cute little body all over our pillows back here. I think like whatever her body oils are, or just her hair in general, they're getting onto my pillows, and I just don't think it's good for my skin. So we're just gonna cover that little part up, and I'm definitely gonna go throw my sheets into the wash after this. I do like this concealer because of the Dofa applicator. I think this is called a Dofa. I'm not a beauty guru, but I think it's fun how it's like nice and thick and plush, and it can really just apply to the nice places that you want it to go in. I actually wanted to conceal all of my nose today. I have to say, this is no Shape Tape. It's just not. I thought I would give it a shot because I can't go into Ulta, and I don't like paying shipping fees. I just don't. So I can wait to get the sharp Shape Tape. Your girl's been having some problems today speaking. I should just do a whole entire bloopers video on all the things, all the words that I mess up. Yeah, this is just no Shape Tape. It's just not. It's great, it's fine, it works, it does the trick. But I do notice that when I take my beauty blender and I press it in and over the day, I feel like it adds an extra layer of texture, and I really don't have textured skin, and I think that's why I don't love it as much. The pigmentation is there. It's there. I mean, hello. I look very highlighted, very concealed, but it's just not my favorite formula, but it's not the worst formula out there. I would recommend it if you're looking for a drugstore concealer. I cannot believe that this time last year I was back at home. I had celebrated Easter with my entire family, and we were preparing for the whole week for this upcoming weekend for my bridal shower. It blows my mind. A year is not long at all. It's just not. It sounds long, but when months just start going by, I don't know. I feel like when I was in elementary school, middle school, high school, like time was the exact same, obviously, and even though I had more free time, I gotta remember to just keep moving and talking at the same time. I then get into my feels and I start thinking about things and looking other ways. Back to what I was saying is, I know people say, well, when you're younger, you have all this free time in the world, so that's why time feels slow. But I don't feel like that. Like when I was in college and I had a lot more free time than I had when I was a kid, because of you're not going to school from 7 to 3 o'clock. You have like random hours within the day that you have all this extra free time. I just felt like time really sped up in college, and I don't understand it. I think time is such a funny thing. Sometimes I feel like high school was just yesterday. Like I could close my eyes and think back to a time in high school where it just feels real. Like I can feel it in my bones, I can smell the smells, I can see it in my mind, and I feel like I'm right back there. But then there's other moments. So then there's like my first year of college when I went to Coastal Carolina. It didn't feel like that was after high school. It feels like it was before high school, which is weird. I don't know. I don't get it. Time is weird. Time is precious. And I forget where I'm going with this story. Oh gosh. already been filming for 14 minutes. Holy smoke. I have no idea where I was going with this, what I was talking about. I kind of just blacked out, but like, that's okay. So we're gonna go in with the Vita Liberata Body Blur. I love this stuff. It adds like a nice tan that you can just wash off. This is in the shade Latte, and I saw Emma Willis use this on her Instagram story. She uses this on all the celebs, and I love it. I think it looks so great. It has this beautiful finish. It adds a nice glowy bronziness to your skin, and I don't know how it took me so long to learn about this product, but I am here for it. And what I like to do is just kind of, it's almost like a cream bronzer to me. You can use it as like a legit tanner, and that's it, but I saw her use it as almost like a bronzer. So we are going to bronze it up with this Vita Liberata. See what happens. I really wish I could remember what I was telling you guys, because I feel like I had a point. We're gonna go in with this brush and just kind of mesh it all together. Oh, I remember! How could I forget? My bridal shower. Duh, hello, how could I forget? We were talking about how my bridal shower was this time last year, well, almost this time last year, and just how amazing it was, and how a year just is not, it's just not long. It really is not. When you think, oh, I'll just do something for a year, it's only just a year. Yeah, it really is only just a year, because a year is, to me nowadays, like 6 months. If you have not checked out my bridal shower video, please go do so, because even if you're not getting married, it was such a beautiful party. It was exactly what I dreamed of. It was a tea party, and I had all my friends and family there. Well, not all of them could make it, but majority of them were there, and it was just so lovely, and I wish I could just go back, and I'm so grateful. My family worked really hard to make that really special for me, and I don't even know how I can repay them, because it was just the best. I really am so lucky to have the family that I do, and you know, days like yesterday, I love living in LA, do not get me wrong. Like I love it here. Like I feel like my heart is so happy here. It just makes me happy to be here. But when there's holidays and stuff that I miss out on, even if, you know, this wasn't going on, what we're going through right now, I probably wouldn't have gone home for Easter like I had done last year. And it sucks. And it does make me miss my family a lot. It makes me really sad when people say that they don't have a super close relationship with their family, or they ask me like, why do I FaceTime them so much, or why am I always talking to them so much? And I'm like, well, why aren't you? You know, like I cherish the relationships that I have with my family, and you know, we all go through our goods and bads. We sometimes bicker here and there. You know, the people who don't have that in their lives, I hope that they can find a community, create your own community that makes you feel like you're on a pedestal, that you're loved, you're treasured, you're valued, because it's so important, especially during this time, to feel connected. And I was born into a family that makes me feel that way, but a lot of people aren't. So I hope that you guys can find that, whether that's in this community here on my YouTube channel, or if you find someone on Instagram that you really love, talk to those people, because they obviously love that person as well, and you guys can bond over, you know, that's why I think celebrities are so seen as these like people, because they're so accessible in their lives. Unfortunately, like not all of them want to be signed up for their whole entire personal life to be on the internet, but I feel like so many people think they know that person, and that makes them feel so intrigued with who they are, and they feel seen in a sense. And social media really makes people feel seen, and I think that is the beautiful side of social media, where there obviously is a downside, but I think the cool thing that social media has to offer is that connection. And I just hope that I'm doing that for you guys. If you know, if you guys ever feel lonely, just let me know. I hear you, I see you, I think about people like that all the time. I am a huge empath, and I just am always thinking about how others feel, and then I feel it myself. That feeling is such a blessing and a curse, because I think it's really great to feel and kind of get an idea of how others are feeling, but I do take it on emotionally, and I just want to solve everyone's problems and make everyone happy and feel loved and seen. But that's not one person's job to do, you know, for many people. So back to lighter things. I just finished blending in that body blur. It definitely gave me that nice little tan that I was looking for. I'm going to go back in with that concealer though, because I feel like I did wipe away some of that concealer, and I want to bring a little bit more brightness to under my eyes. So we're just going to put a little bit more there underneath, and maybe some right here to add that dimension back. So currently I am watching Breaking Bad with Ryan because we don't have many TV shows that we like to watch together. So does anyone feel like this? I have maybe like 5 shows that I just always feel like watching. They're probably like Friends, Gilmore Girls, Gossip Girl, One Tree Hill, Boy Meets World. They're just my standard go-to shows that I just love. Like I could watch all the time. And do you ever have those days where you just want to watch all of them, like all at once, and you're like, there's just not enough time to be in all those different worlds. One minute I want to be in Stars Hollow, the next I want to be sitting on the Friends couch, the next I want to be, no, I don't want to be in Manhattan right now with Gossip Girl, but you know what I mean. I just want to always like be in different worlds at one time, and it's just not possible. That could make absolutely no sense. I really love TV. I really love watching stuff. I love watching like the set designs and like rewatching seasons of something that I really love, and then taking the time to look in the back room and in the rooms to see what the set designer decided to add as a poster onto their wall, which creates the whole ambiance of like Rory's room in Gilmore Girls. I find that to be so fascinating. So I'm gonna go in with my Cora Organics Quartz. I believe this is a highlighter. I don't know. I really like it. It's all natural. Her products are amazing. I'm obsessed with them. This is very, very creamy. I'm just gonna tap that onto the cheekbones and really get that start of a highlight. I'm gonna probably go in with a stronger highlight, maybe a powdered one. I don't know, we'll see. But this is just like a nice little base to get that glow poppin'. I have never been to Coachella before, but this last weekend a year ago was Coachella, and I remember being so excited to watch Ariana Grande and Billie Eilish's performances. That's something I've always looked forward to, is being able to live stream it and pretend like I'm a part of it, because I have like no friends here to actually go to Coachella with. But I have been making friends, and this cool thing sucks because I found like a group of girls that I just feel like we click, like we get each other. They like the same things as I do, and like finally we were making plans, like things are going great, and then boom, lockdown, and you have no friends again, Kels. So there's that. There wasn't any that like really stuck out to me like last year's. I mean, Ariana Grande and Billie Eilish are probably like my top 5 favorite artists of all time, if not like the top 3. So last year was really good. 2019 was just really good to me. Everything about it, I look back and I loved it. Like, yeah, there were some moments here and there, but whatever. Like overall, 2019 was hands down probably the best year of my life. Okay, I mean, do I really need any more bronzy glow? I don't think so. I don't want to look like I've been sitting by the pool, because technically I shouldn't be outside right now. So we're just gonna add a little bit of bronzer here just to define the cheeks a little bit more. This is called the Radiant Bronze Light, and it's by Hourglass. Okay, I'm gonna go do my eyebrows really quickly off camera, and then I'll be right back. Eyebrows have popped on. Ryan is about to play some, what is it, not Fortnite. You hear some things in the background. That's because this one has been a gamer lately. He is on his gaming game. So I'm gonna use this Maybelline Master Holographic. Now this is illuminating. When I did my Halloween costume, when I was that like glammy skeleton girl, I used this stuff and it was like whoosh, glowy. So let's see how it is now. I have not used this in quite some time, so I can still see the purple from when I used it for Halloween. I don't even think I've used it since Halloween 2 years ago. Probably should throw it out, you know, it's a little too long to have makeup you don't use. Well, look, now we're here dipping into the pan. Actually not as bright as I remember it. I must have layered it like 1,000 times. I actually wet the brush now that I think about it. Look at me sounding like a beauty guru wetting the brush. I seriously have a hair that will not stop pricking me in the face. I want to hear from you guys. Like, what have you been doing to keep yourself occupied lately? Are you guys baking? Are you guys watching TV shows? Are you journaling? Are you working out? Like, what are you doing to pass the time? Because Ryan and I were talking about, well, I was talking about the other day, I wonder what we would do if we didn't have technology during this time period, because I feel like it's very easy to not be bored. I really don't know how people keep saying they're bored in their house. I mean, I love that song, Bored in the House, because I'm in the house bored. I know that over time things can be repetitive if you just keep playing video games or keep watching the same shows So that can be somewhat tiring, but you can really keep yourself quite entertained in this day and age with technology. So I was saying how I wonder how creative we would be if we didn't have something that can pass the time by. So I've been trying really hard to limit myself when it comes to watching YouTube videos. I'll only stick to maybe like 1 or 2, and I'll choose 2 videos that aren't 30 minutes long, so they take up a whole hour. I'll maybe do some that are shorter so that I can then focus my time on creating more videos for myself. Journaling, which is creating those memories. I just think it's really important to continue to always create things. That to me makes me feel fulfilled, but I know to others, you know, winning a video game makes them feel fulfilled for the day. So just me personally, I'm curious as to what you guys are doing and what's making you guys feel productive. I'm gonna add a little bit of blush. I'm gonna go in with the Benefit Dandelion. This has a nice little shimmer and it's a light pink. I've noticed with my hair I have to be careful with pink, even though when I was a blonde that is all I wore all day every day. Let's see, I haven't put this on with red hair, so we'll see how it goes. It's nice, it's light, it's not super pigmented, so it's definitely a buildable blush, but I think it looks good. Okay, so we don't have too much left to do besides gloss up the lips, put a little illuminating spray on, and then I'm gonna pop on some mascara. So those are the next steps. Stay tuned. This lip liner is from Wet n Wild, and it's in the color Brandy Wine. Cameron from Southern Charm on Bravo. If you love Southern Charm, let me know, because I love Southern Charm. She recommended this on her Instagram when she talked about like her favorite products to use from the drugstore, and I got this so long ago. I have not used it in a really long time, so I thought we would try it. Now I'm gonna go in with the NYX Butter Gloss. Butter glosses are my favorite. This is in Fortune Cookie. They smell so good. It smells like a sweet fortune cookie. I don't know if they did that on purpose, but they nailed it. I really love reading when people write in their community boards, if they're talking about like the food that they're making, or they just kind of tell a story. I personally really love that, so I try to do that on my channel here. But we used to, and still do, I just didn't have it this year because I didn't take my book that I was given, but we read The Country Bunny. My grandma was given that book to her from her mom, and then my grandma gave that to us as in me and my cousins, who are like my sisters, and I just always read it. It's a really sweet story. Obviously Easter isn't about bunnies and candy and Easter eggs and all that. I do love that, and I think it's super fun. Some people may call it commercialized. I don't really care. I think whatever makes people happy and into the spirit, and if they can also tie in obviously the religious aspect of it. If you are religious, I don't think there's any harm in loving bunnies on Easter. But typically on Easter we would go to church, I would come back home. I have 2 families that I have to see because I have my mom and my dad's side. They aren't together anymore, so I'd have to always split up my time doing that. And you know, I'd have 2 Easter lunches and dinners and kind of like stuff my face. And then when Ryan and I started dating, I also wanted to make sure that his family was, you know, a part of the holidays for me as well, because it was important to Ryan. So then there's 3 different holidays that I have to always end up going to, but it's fun, and I love seeing like what other people have and what they consider to be a holiday food, this being Easter, but what people think Easter food is to them. I really don't have anything that's specifically Easter. I don't love ham. I wish I liked ham, because I feel like that is such a staple when it comes to the holidays. So what I usually have to have, which I didn't have yesterday, is fluff. And fluff is pistachio pudding, marshmallows, and a can of pineapple, and then a container of Cool Whip. And then you mix it all together, you put it into the refrigerator for a few hours, you let the marshmallows soak in all that juicy goodness, and then you have your fluff. It's a lot like ambrosia salad, but to me that is very springtime. We always have that when I'm celebrating Easter over at my family's house. I'm really excited one day to have children and make it super special for them. I just love the holidays so much. As you guys know, if you follow me on my channel for a while, you know how much I love the holidays. And I cannot believe that it's already April. So I have been absolutely loving baths lately. I cannot get enough of them. And the other day I was filming a pamper routine video, which I posted, and you know what's so funny to me is that the videos that I feel super proud of and just like absolutely love, because I truly love the editing process, I noticed that like when videos don't have editing to them really that they're more popular. I don't know what that is. Sometimes like my vlogs are super popular, and then other times like I get the lowest views on them, and I think it just depends on like the month and like who's seeing what. I don't know if it's about the timing. Like I don't really understand how the algorithm and when you are supposed to post at like a certain time. I don't really know how all that works. I try to research it, but then I also try not to take it too seriously because I'm just gonna post what I want to post. That's obviously why I created the YouTube channel. I want it to be authentic and just a journal for myself. And if people love it, great. If they don't, then that's fine. But I also really appreciate when people ask me to make certain content, and if I'm interested in it and passionate about it, I will definitely make those. So when someone said, I want to get ready with me, I've done those in the past. I love making these. They're fun, they're just lighthearted, sit down. I feel like when I watch sit down videos, I really feel like I'm sitting down with that person. You know, if someone were to ask me to make a challenge video, which I wouldn't necessarily do, like I have seen challenge videos that I've jotted down that I would like to do, but it's something that it's like completely out of my genre of videos. I'm not gonna like just make it to get views. I don't know. I don't understand how people like pay for their likes and follows. Like I'm almost at 2,000 followers on here, or subscribers. I always forget followers are Instagram. I'm so proud of the growth that I've had because it has been authentic growth. There's been no other influences to this growth besides the fact that I've worked really hard in creating content, connecting with you guys, and you guys seem to love my stuff, and I really love that you guys love it. So that makes me so happy. I know 2,000 might not seem like a lot to other people, but to me, like, it's huge. I think it's so cool that like 2,000 people, almost 2,000 people, want to see what I have to post. Like I think of 10 people in a room, and then you multiply that to get 2,000. It's just crazy. It's really crazy, and I think it's super cool. And like I cannot believe people who have like millions of subscribers. That's wild. And if they're authentic, like it's amazing, it's admirable, it's super cool. And I think that places like YouTube and TikTok where you're really allowed to show your creativity is such a blessing. And that's where, again, I go back to social media. It does have a lot of its benefits, even though I know it has a lot of negatives, and I've talked about those in the past, but I don't know. I'm in a good mood today, and I just wanted to say, like, I really am so grateful for everybody who subscribes to my channel, whoever shares any of my content, talks about it with any of their friends and family. Like, it means a lot to me because I love to create and I love to make people happy, and that's really rewarding to me. So I'm just gonna finish up my mascara after that tangent. Add a little to the bottom. Do you guys put bottom mascara on? I feel like I go through phases where I really like bottom mascara, and then I just really do not like it, and I think they look like spider legs. But today I'm in for the spider legs. I'm here for it. Lately, I also have been loving that I get to FaceTime with my friends and family more so than ever because everyone is doing the same exact thing, and going back to that connection thing, it makes me so happy when I get to see my friends' faces, my family's faces. You know, even though there's not that much stuff to talk about, I'll just prop them up against like my wall and I'll just keep cooking, and it's almost like we're there together. I really appreciate that. And I haven't met my best friend Brandy's baby yet, and it's crazy to me because I feel like I've met her already because we have been FaceTiming so much and I've seen her grow, and I'm just so excited to finally meet her. Hopefully I can still do that in June, but it's just so cool to like see her as a mom. It makes me really excited to one day become a mom. She's just such a good mom. And then my cousin is gonna have a baby next month, and yes, it's a she, we're so excited. We had a boy, now we're having a girl. We, as in me, no, as in our family, because we're fully invested into this one child, and now there's gonna be two. I'm super excited. I just love looking up to my cousin Rachel and like how she teaches her son to be he's such a kind kid, and he's so loving, and I just like love him with all my heart. And it breaks my heart like knowing that I miss out on some stages of his life, but overall, like, I think we do a really good job at FaceTiming, and we always have family group chats, and she's always sending photos and videos for us who aren't living in the state of Maryland to feel connected with him and with the rest of the family, because we are huge family people, and my one cousin does live in another state, and so does my aunt. So I just feel like she does a great job at doing that. I'm just so excited to see this little girl and how she's going to look, what she's gonna be like, and we didn't even know what we're in for with this little boy TJ, and he has just been the brightest star in our world. Like, he makes us so happy. He is such a good kid, and he keeps us so entertained. And Brandy and my cousin Rachel make having a kid look super easy, and I'm sure it's not, because I'm not there 24/7, but it makes me really excited for that phase in my life whenever that may come. I do think I need a little bit more glow, because that is the whole point of this video. So I'm taking the Tarte Pro Glow. Now that's a glow, baby. We're gonna add a little bit here, a little bit there, because we're gonna glow it up. And I forgot, I have to look like a Tin Man if we're doing a glow tutorial. Here we go. I'm surprised my camera has not said memory card full yet, because we have been filming for quite some time. I'm gonna take my beauty sponge, dab it in there. I will try to edit down this video so that it's not over an hour long. I don't ever really talk this much. You know, if you really know me in my day-to-day life, I'm not like sitting here and chit-chatting to you for an hour. I'm just not that chatty. I think I'm kind of chatty, but I'm also a good listener, so. All right, so that is the final look. Thank you guys for sitting down, watching, and chit-chatting with me. If you have any questions, please let me know. I have a hair in my mouth. Love to end on that note. All right, the hair is out. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you have any questions, again, leave them down below. I will make sure to get back to you. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and like the video if you want to see more content like this, or if you just like my content. It apparently does help the algorithm for people to see my videos more often, so I would appreciate that, and I will see you guys in my next video.